Hello, everyone. Welcome to TurkishSoccer.com's podcast. My name is Ahmet Bob Turgut. Next 15 minutes, very fast, we'll go through some of the matches that played. As you know, I've been saying this all along. Turkish Super League teams are playing matches every 3 days. Every 3 days. They're jam-packed with matches. As you know, before we left you off, in the last podcast, the teams that were playing for Turkish Cup, they played their Turkish Cup, and then Turkish Cup results ended, and now we're into the quarterfinals. Actually, will be played in later on in February. I will get to those scores. Who advanced to quarterfinals? I will give you the names of the teams. But first, I want to talk about what happened during this past couple weeks. In week 19, as we left you off, and in the last podcast, there were many matches, and the most important match in that week 19, Beşiktaş beat Galatasaray 2-0, and Beşiktaş, ever since winning against Galatasaray 2-0, they are on top of the Turkish Super League as we speak with 41 points. And they have scored a lot of goals too. Beşiktaş scored 45 goals and allowed only, I believe, 22. The second most goal scorer in the Turkish Super League is the third place team Galatasaray with 40 goals, and they have allowed only 17 goals. But in between them, we see Fenerbahçe, who's in second place. So in week 19, let me run some of the important scores that we had back in week 19. Gençler Birliği lost at home against Karagümrük 3-1. Konya at Göztepe, Göztepe won in Konya 3-2. Başakşehir at home tied against Sivas 1-1. And Gaziantep at home against Kayseri won 2-1. And Trabzon Antalya tied 1-1. Denizlispor at home lost to Hatayspor 2-1. Malatyaspor, Yeni Malatyaspor beat Rizespor in Malatya 4-1. As I told you just a little while ago, Beşiktaş in Istanbul beat Galatasaray 2-0. Kasımpaşa at home lost against Erzurumspor, and Fenerbahçe was at home against one of the lowest teams in the league, Ankaragücü 3-1. Alanyaspor had bye, and then week 20, which started playing on January 19, Kayseri beat Başakşehir 2-0. Göztepe beat Gençler Birliği 4-0. Trabzonspor at home beat Konyaspor 3-1. On 20th of January, Rizespor beat Gaziantep 3-0. Hatayspor at home lost to Malatya 2-1. Galatasaray trashed Denizli 6-1. And Erzurum tied at home with Alanya 1-1. Karagümrük at home against Beşiktaş lost just this past Sunday 4-1. And Ankaragücü Kasımpaşa game was Ankaragücü beat Kasımpaşa 1-0. And last but not least, today, on Monday, Sivasspor at home beat Fenerbahçe. They did not beat. I'm sorry. Sivas and Fenerbahçe tied 1-1. And Antalya had bye this in the week 20. So these were the games that up to the current weekend, which is week 20 just played. As after week 20 played, Beşiktaş, as I mentioned earlier, first place with 41 points. Fenerbahçe, after tying in Sivas against Sivasspor, only earned 1 point. They were right behind Beşiktaş with even points with Beşiktaş, but with a tie in Sivas, they made them. Beşiktaş is the only team on top with 41, and Fenerbahçe with 39 third place team, Galatasaray, is in third place with 36 points. And Gaziantep Football Club is in fourth place with 34. Alanyaspor, the team that was in first place one time, they are in fifth place with 31 points. And Hatayspor is in sixth. And look who's coming up. Seventh place, Trabzonspor with 30 points. So we have other teams coming back behind. Karagümrük, Malatya, and Göztepe are making moves. On the bottom of the league, we have the last team, Denizlispor, with 14 points. Belediye Erzurumspor with 17 points. And Ankaragücü with 18. We see Gençler Birliği with 19. Also Kayserispor with 19 points. These 5 teams, actually 5-6 teams, are in danger. They have to win their matches. They play a lot of matches between them. They're also going to be facing the top teams who are chasing the title. So, tight schedule. We have many matches to go. We're into the week 21. Actually, we have 21 more weeks to end Turkish Super League this season. So there's going to be a lot of games. As I mentioned in the beginning of the program, every 3 days, the Turkish teams will play Turkish Super League matches. Starting week 21, which is on January 23rd. On Saturday, Gençler Birliği will host Trabzonspor, and Başakşehir will host Rizespor on Saturday. On Sunday, Konya will be at home against Antalya, and Yeni Malatya will be at home against Galatasaray. This should be a huge match. And Denizlispor will be at home against Karagümrük. Gaziantep will be hosting Hatayspor, and Beşiktaş will be at home on Sunday against Göztepe. On Monday, January 25th, we have 3 matches. Kasımpaşa at home against Sivas, and Alanya is at home against Ankaragücü. Also, Fenerbahçe on Monday will host Kayseri, one of the teams that is struggling in the bottom of the league. But Kayseri is coming up. They're earning some points. And in the week 21, Erzurumspor will have bye. So, after these week 21 matches played on Monday and 29th of January, which is Friday, the week 22 will start, and then week 22 will end in 31st of January, and then week 23rd will start on February 2nd, Tuesday, and then week 23 will end on February 4th. So after February 4th, that's why this is non-stop football in Turkish Super League. In February 6th, the week of 24th will start. Week 24 will start, and week 25 will come right behind it. There's a lot of matches. I'm not going to go into the details. I just gave you the recent match coming up in the week 21, the matches that coming up in week 21. But as we look at these teams and playing 3 matches in every 10 days, you're going to see a lot of injuries. You're going to see a lot of tired players. You will see a lot of sprite scores. In between these matches, in the first week of the February, in the Turkish Cup quarterfinal matches, on February 9th, Fenerbahçe will face Başakşehir. And the February 10th, Galatasaray will face Alanyaspor. In February 11th, there will be 2 matches. Sivas will be at home against Antalya, and Konyaspor will host Beşiktaş. So these are the teams that went through to quarterfinals in the Turkish Cup. Whoever loses the matches, they're gone. So winner of Konya Beşiktaş match will face either Sivas or Antalya, Or on the other hand, Fenerbahçe Başakşehir match winner will face Galatasaray Alanyaspor match winner. So we know who's going to be facing who in the semifinals. So these are the cup matches between the Turkish Super League matches. Tight schedule, non-stop football in Turkey, as I've been saying. So this is, and also there's a couple very important news, and I will close off with Mesut Özil's saga coming to Fenerbahçe in the end of my program. But as far as new coaches coming to the league, Göztepe hired. There's like the old coaches coming back to coach some other teams. This happens every year in the Turkish Super League. Göztepe hired Ünal Karaman, who used to coach Trabzonspor. Rizespor hired just the guy that was fired by Gaziantep, Romanian Marius Sumadica, has been hired by Rizespor, and Gaziantep hired Portuguese coach Ricardo Sapinto. He will be coaching Gaziantep in the next matches. And also, there's a couple injuries I want to give. Actually, this happened this past weekend. Probably Trabzonspor's one of the youngest rising player, Abdülkadir Ömür, broke his leg, fractured maybe, I would say. So he'll be done for rest of the season. And also from Fenerbahçe, young player, Ferdi Kadıoğlu had a surgery. He will be off for a while too. We wish them speedy recovery. So, looking at the league and looking at this weekend coming up, the matches, probably the most important matches we see. We have Yeni Malatya against Galatasaray in Malatya, and Beşiktaş will be at home against Göztepe. And Kayseri Fenerbahçe match should be easy for Fenerbahçe. They're playing at home. They should win their matches. But like I said, the teams are playing too many matches. You'll see a lot of lower teams, that lower level teams that want to earn. They're desperate for points. They want to win against big teams. So you might see a lot of surprising scores this coming weekend in the week 21. As far as leading goal scorers in the Turkish league, Bufenza from Hatayspor with 13 goals. Canadian Kyle Larin is in second place with 12 goals. Kyle Larin, probably he was not with the team last year. Now with the Sergen Yalçın being the coach, he likes him. Abu Bakar and Kyle Larin is the scoring weapons for Beşiktaş. Beşiktaş really doing good. They surprised a lot of people. They surprised me. I think Sergen Yalçın surprised a lot of people too. Right now, after 20 weeks after, you see Beşiktaş scoring 45 goals and staying on top of the Turkish Super League with 41 points. That's something else. Lastly, before this program ends, Mesut saga. Mesut came to Fenerbahçe with Ali Koç chartered plane. He's in Istanbul because of the COVID. He is staying in his house for a while because of the protocol. And he will sign his probably signature, put it on the paper this coming Saturday. That's what they're talking about. So Mesut Özil will be playing for Fenerbahçe. And look out for him on this Saturday to have big event in Fenerbahçe field for signing world star Mesut Özil playing for Fenerbahçe. See you next time.